Have you ever wondered what the greatest minds in history can teach us about living a better life? Today we're diving into the timeless wisdom of Marcus Aurelius, a man whose words have guided humanity for centuries. In this video, I'll reveal the secrets and principles in his writings that can transform the way you think, act, and face challenges. Stay with me until the end, because what you learn here could change the way you see yourself and the world. If you enjoy this video, we'll continue bringing you more content like this. Let's get started. Marcus Aurelius was that ruler of the Roman Empire whom the world knows as the Philosopher King. Despite possessing power, military strength, politics, and a vast empire, he carried deep thought, humility, and wisdom within himself. Marcus remained the emperor of Rome from 161 to 180 CE, and his era was filled with continuous wars, diseases, and political crises. But the surprising thing is that despite such a heavy responsibility, he would refine himself every night, review his day, and write notes to strengthen his mind. These very notes later appeared in the form of a book under the name Meditations. He wrote these reflections for himself, not for the world. That is why there is no pretentiousness in his writing, but genuine humanity. This book primarily teaches self discipline, control over emotions, a sense of duty, humility, and strong character. The philosophy of Marcus Aurelius is that a person can change the direction of his entire life through his thoughts and reactions. Despite being a true ruler, he kept his ego under control and proved that real power lies not in the throne, but in the training of the mind. Let us consider which principles Marcus Aurelius taught us. The first principle is that the greatest control a person has is within himself. No person can shape circumstances, people's behavior, or events of the world according to his wishes, but he can surely manage his reaction. Marcus Aurelius discovered this truth during his wars with the Germanic tribes. Whether enemies, plagues, or politics were not within his control, but his courage, discipline, and decisions were within his power. Even today, if someone faces bad conditions at work, envy from people, or problems at home, the real strength lies in not allowing oneself to break and in remaining internally strong. The second principle is that a person should begin every day with duty and acceptance of reality. Marcus writes that he would remind himself every morning that today he would meet people who are rude, jealous, or harsh hearted, but he must not let his own character weaken in response. He learned this lesson in wartime camps where, despite the anger, fear, and weaknesses of soldiers, he had to remain soft yet strong. In everyday life, too, if a person goes to work in the morning and faces traffic, rudeness, or mental pressure on the way, the day can still go well if he does not break his inner discipline. The third principle is that life is short, so do not waste time. Marcus saw the destruction of plague during his reign, lost his sons, and faced the reality of death right before him. Yet he writes that fear of death is useless. The real loss is the waste of time. Today's human also wastes hours on mobile phones, social media, and meaningless conversations, whereas real progress begins when he spends every moment of life with purpose. The fourth principle is that hardships make a person stronger. Marcus spent years in icy wars and faced rebellions within the empire, yet he considered every difficulty a training of his character. According to him, tough times bring out the real power hidden within a person. Today, if a young person goes through unemployment, failure, or financial pressure, this very period can shape his true potential. The fifth principle is that worrying about what is beyond one's control is useless. Marcus Aurelius saw weather, enemies, soldiers, rebellions, and even his family's decisions outside his control. His wisdom was that he put effort only where the result was in his hands. Even an ordinary person, if he becomes angry at rain, inflation, politics, or other people's opinions, he only wastes energy. Wisdom lies in using energy only where life can be changed. The sixth principle is that one should not become angry at others' mistakes, but should understand them. In Marcus's court, there were conspirators and wrong advisors, yet he writes that humans make mistakes due to ignorance or fear. So anger is one's own weakness. When family, colleagues, or friends make mistakes, wisdom is to show tolerance and understanding. The seventh principle is that humility and self accountability are essential qualities of a successful person. Despite being the ruler of such a vast empire, Marcus admitted his mistakes and continuously evaluated himself to improve. Even today, a person who acknowledges his mistakes and learns moves forward, whereas the one who keeps blaming others for his failures never progresses. The eighth principle is that the world is constantly changing, so a person should not remain imprisoned in the past. Marcus saw social, military, and political changes in the Roman Empire, yet accepted each change as reality. An ordinary person, too, if stuck in past mistakes, relationships, or pains, can never improve his future. The ninth principle is that a person's real wealth is his character, judgment, and action. Marcus took many tough decisions in his empire, but always on the basis of principles, justice, and reason. If someone shows strong character in business, job, or family, keeps pure intentions, and remains steadfast in action, respect and success follow naturally. The 10th principle is that the goal should not be that people consider you good, but that you actually become good. For Marcus, pretense had no meaning. He was the same in private as he was before the public. Today, people try to look good on social media and forget real life. But true success is what exists within, not outside. The 11th principle is that the world's opinion is not more important than a person's intention. Marcus often faced criticism, but he writes that the real matter is your intention and how correct your action is. If a person keeps his intention pure, others' wrong opinions cannot shake his life. The 12th principle is that success and peace are not external things, but inner states. Despite war conditions, political pressure, and personal grief, Marcus remained mentally calm because he possessed inner discipline, balance, and strength. Today's human too, if he strengthens his mind, controls his emotions, and makes deliberate decisions, external circumstances cannot weaken him. In the end, I have a question for you. What did you learn from this video? Do tell me in the comments, and if you liked something, then do subscribe.